This programme may contain strong language, adult humour and scenes of a violent or sexual nature.
Welcome to SketchUp. The actors, writers and directors of the East Midlands are coming together for a brand new TV series, exclusively for Nots TV. SketchUp is about showcasing the hottest talent in the East Midlands performance scene. And as they battle to win the coveted prize of Best Sketch, we're going to talk to the actors, directors and writers who just might be the future stars of the TV and film industry. But with only a few minutes, no set and only their performance skills to rely on, will it be a tour de force?
You agree with that, yeah?
Or a hopeless flop?
Of course I remember.
You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and if we're lucky, we'll see some of the magic that the East Midlands has to offer.
Not on its own, no.
In the first episode, we picked the top creative talent with the auditions and the scripts.
And you didn't speak to me like that!
Then we pushed them hard in rehearsals and got them working with industry professionals to get their sketches in top shape.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to come up with.
Oh!
And at the end, a top industry panel will pick which one will win the title of Best Sketch.
I just like to be told a good story.
I love female comedy.
Without a good script, you're never going to make a good film.
And first tonight, we're going to roll the dice with a tense game of Monopoly.
One of my mates bought his missus a cookie, selling big, massive writing We've been Valentine's on it. Must have cost him at least about £20. And she turned around and told her she was diabetic.
Poor bloke.
And she didn't even like cookies.
But he's a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Well, then how did he not know? Do men not listen to anything other than the stupid little voices inside their stupid little heads?
George is a mate.
While George takes his turn, let's meet the actors from Monopoly.
My name's Joe Mullen.
My name is Chris Martin.
My name's Chloe Culpin.
I currently work as a bridge inspector on the railway and the motorways.
I work as a cashier in a clothing shop.
I'm currently working at the Nottingham Arts Theatre. It's just trying to kind of get it back on its feet a little bit.
I've been through the processes. Like I did an audition for Skins once. Got through to the last 100 out of 13,000, didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I'm from Spain and I'm from Madrid. I wanted to get to Hollywood, really.
I've never actually done TV or film. I've always done stage, which is why I was quite interested in this.
They were like, oh my God, your son is going to be an actor? And then my mum told me and I was like, okay.
It's a good way to lose yourself as well, really, do you know what I mean? Like, just get away from everything for a bit.
Which I actually got you a little present for you.
You're still yourself, but you can take on the role of someone else and just get lost.
But my mum, she loves frogs, and I guess, to give you the, thank you for the audition. Brought it for you.
Oh, thank you, Frog, you shouldn't have. Quickly moving on, here's writer and SketchUp actor Mercedes Assad to tell us a bit about why she wrote this script.
It's just a short scene about 3 flatmates who are basically deliberating over a game of Monopoly. Because I always have these arguments with my sisters when, we've stopped playing Monopoly now because they end up in, massive family affairs. I've never written anything before, so when this was advertised, I just thought 3 minutes is a no-pressure sort of thing to write rather than, trying to go for something a lot longer. And I didn't think it'd get chosen, but it did.
Mercedes is not just a writer, she was also at the auditions.
I know you sometimes watch me sleeping.
And she made it through to be part of the final cast.
It's a lot easier, I think it's a lot easier to be the actor because all the work's been done for you. You've just got to, 90% of the work's been done for you. But, writing something is a bit... I felt more nervous about that because there's more to judge you on, I suppose.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mercedes, but we've got some exciting developments over at the free parking square.
Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
It's free parking, you know the rule.
Put it back.
Sorry?
The money, put it back.
Oh, God.
Those aren't the rules.
I mean, I don't mind playing to these rules.
We said we was playing it this way.
Look, I'll show you. Nowhere in here does it say you do that.
From the get-go, we said we was playing like this.
Come on, Soph, stop taking things so seriously.
See?
If you didn't want anything, you should have just said from the beginning, before we got to this stage.
I hate it when people play this way. There's literally no skill or tactics involved in putting a load of money in the middle. Might as well be playing bloody Snap, for Christ's sake.
We said we was playing this version.
Who even thought it was a logical way to play the game? Bloody stupid.
Come on, Soph, we have always played this way.
Got no problem with this when you're winning.
Don't be ridiculous.
Okay, maybe for once we could act like grown-ups? Yes?
Come on, Soph. We said we won't get competitive this time.
Yes. Ambition. Come on, guys. It's just a game. Let's just not do this.
Don't even think about it.
What's going on, Soph? Come on, guys. You've been acting dodgy all week. Just tell me what it's all about.
I'm moving out, Jason.
Wait, what? Why, mate? We promised that we would set until the end of the year.
Because, Jason, he's been shagging me for the last 2 weeks, and now he's decided to move out.
Is that why you're moving?
Sorry, mate.
Oh, poor guy. Let's see what the director thinks of the scene.
It was good. It's actually, watching it back with the editing, it makes it look like a better scene. I mean, when we rehearsed it, it was amazing. It was really good, but it was like the last scene to film on a long day of filming. It was like the final scene to get done, and I think maybe Joe, Chloe and Christian were a bit, oh, wow, we've been working really hard. But now seeing it back, it's really good.
I didn't, to be honest, when it's on paper, it doesn't seem all that, but obviously they've brought it to life, and there's loads of little awkward pauses, which I found funny. I didn't, see it that way, but...
Chloe Colpin is just the scariest woman alive. And in real life, she's not at all, but certain faces she can pull can just cut right through you, honestly. And Joe Mullen, who's a big guy, and he's like Ray Winston, and he's like that all the time. And she looks at him, and he gets scared. He's trembling because she has like penetrating eyes. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, just sit. There's one where Joe was just like, but he's good. He's a proper little Jack the Lad with it.
They seem happy, but could it be the best sketch? They're not the only ones trying to win the prize. Here comes some more to try and beat them to the top spot.
I'm sorry, I hope. Oh.
Your money or your life?
My what?
Your money or your life?
Whoa, I barely even know you guys. How about you introduce yourselves?
My name is AJ Stevenson.
Sean Radford.
I am Toby Bradford.
My day job is promotions, marketing and social media for some music venues in town.
I work as a writer, a journalist and an actor. I have previously been a maths teacher for a very brief period.
At the moment I'm part-time at a pub local around the corner from where I live, and then that keeps me going.
So I'm aiming to do a master's course at one of the drama schools.
I really love this and I really want to do it, and then from there it kind of picked up and started to get actual work.
Until SketchUp, the main thing I had done was stage work, and that was where I felt at home, and that's where I felt comfortable and confident and familiar.
It's all learning how to sort of minimise things to bring it down for screen performances instead of big theatre stuff all the time.
I've been in a few low-budget films.
I've got mainly stage experience, but I want to move into film more. Most of my hands-on experience has been through theatre work.
Apart from the job, I've just been trying to put my fingers in a lot of different pies and, do you know what I mean, learn and progress and grow.
Don't wink at me, I'm trying to do a voiceover. Let's talk to writer Sarah Dood about the script.
Okay, well, Keeping Shop is basically, it's about a shopkeeper who has 2 would-be robbers enter his shop.
My life.
You better not tell Mum about this.
What the hell, Adam? What the hell are you doing to me? You disappeared for months. No phone call, no nothing, and now this?
Sarah, you sneaky so-and-so. What have you got to say for yourself?
I just find family dynamics really interesting, and my own family dynamic. I won't talk about but maybe I take a little bit of inspiration from that. I don't know, sometimes I just don't find the image of family being really happy entirely realistic, I guess. I think that there's always things that you can explore.
That's all we've got time for in part 1. Coming up in part 2 of SketchUp, we see what happens next in Keeping Shop.
Adam! Stop about what you said!
And Sophie gets another shot at the spotlight in Meal Deal.
That's really generous.
Welcome back to SketchUp, where the actors, writers and directors of the East Midlands are coming together for a brand new TV show, exclusively for Notts TV. SketchUp is shining the spotlight on the hidden talent in the East Midlands. In part 1, Joe narrowly avoided being sent to jail in a heated game of Monopoly.
Yes.
And we teased you with the first part of a dramatic family feud in Keeping Shop.
You better not tell Mum about this.
Without further ado, let's get back to Keeping Shop.
My God, do you hate me that much?
I don't hate you, Dad.
Then what the hell was this all about, then? You'd rob your old man.
It wasn't my idea, all right? I'm sorry. Just please don't tell Mum.
Oh, yeah. She'd be thrilled to hear our only son tried to rob the family business. Yes, I'll certainly tell her and listen to her crying all fucking night.
All right.
Where have you been? She's been worried sick.
Been around.
When are you coming home?
Don't, Dad.
If this is about what I said, then
It's not about what you said.
Adam! Stop about what you said!
You got to understand. I'm not a little boy anymore, and I can do what I like.
Oh, yes, clearly. Like putting a pair of tights on your head and playing at cops and robbers. What? Did you steal them from Marks and fucking Spencer's? Was this your idea? Or that toy gun wielding muppet who left you to fend for yourself? What were you hoping for anyway? 50 quid and a Twix? What happened to us, eh? You used to love it in here when you were a kid. You'd spend the whole day with me, hopping around the place, chatting with the customers.
I hate this shop. Ever since I realised you prefer being here to being at home.
That's not fair. Maybe when you've got mouths to feed and a never-ending mortgage, you'll understand.
Maybe I do understand. You called the police?
Of course I did. Had an alarm system fitted. Maybe I should get a camera installed now, in case your friend comes back and tries to shoot me with a banana. Go on, before they get here. It's all right. Go out the back way. Dinner's at 6.
Let's see what the rest of the team thinks.
I remember it the most because it surprised me. Out of the three of them, it's my least favourite as a script. I was really surprised at how much I liked it, which I think is because of such a good job, basically, that the director and the actors did on it.
I think this was the one that we spent a lot of time on. I mean, I spent a lot of time on the other ones as well, but we made quite a lot of significant changes within the actual piece and the script and the characters.
I was really moved by it, and there were a couple of things I think that they added to it, like there's the bit where the father and the son embrace. That wasn't in the script, and I found that really moving.
We put in these little punches, if you like, of aggression that would normally happen between a father and son kind of tiff, especially the bit with crying all fucking night line and AJ shouting, "It's not about what you said." AJ was completely against it at first. He was just like, "What are you doing to us? We're filming it in a couple of days and you want to change it now?" And then I said, just try it, see what it feels like. And so he ran it, and when he shouted it, we were all just like, yeah, that's got to be in there.
Like all of our scenes, rehearsals were vitally important for keeping sharp.
There's a lot of crime this afternoon, isn't there?
This is what casting director Sarah Hughes had to say when she saw the performance in the rehearsals.
I think this is quite interesting because it goes somewhere we don't expect it to at the beginning, doesn't it? I think this is I really like this one because I thought it got better really as it went along. It got much more interesting as it went along.
Time to move on to our next scene. This one features some familiar faces from episode 2. Chloe Crump, who played one half of a breakup in Issues, and Sophie Tilley, who talked about love in sharing, or at least the physical kind anyway. Here they are together in Meal Deal.
A sandwich, a snack and a drink. What kind of sandwich? Whatever you want. Cheese, ham, egg mayo, chicken, tuna salad. Cheese and tuna salad? No, they don't do that. But you just said. Not that combination, Sharon. Separately. All right, well, get me a cheese one, a tuna one and a salad one. I'll just mix them all together. One sandwich, one snack and one drink. Not 3 sandwiches, and there's no such thing as a salad sandwich. There is. My granny makes them. I mean from the supermarket. No salad sandwiches? Not on its own, no. Chicken salad or ham salad, but not just salad. How about a triple mix pack? What's that? Well, there's a cheese one, tuna and cucumber and an egg mayo, so you can do your cheese and tuna salad after all.
Here's the writer, Damien Greaves, to tell us a bit about his script.
One of them's not too bright, and the other person is very well-meaning but quite frustrated at her friends. It's one of the actresses now. Hello. She was in my film. Don't hide. And so what should be simple, which is to order a meal deal, which is a sandwich, a snack and a drink, becomes quite a difficult affair because the other person just doesn't quite get it.
Is that all it takes to make a sketch?
Yeah, just so simple. And I think we made the decision because it was never really specific about where they were, you know, whether they were in an office or whatever. And actually we sat down with the writer and we threw the suggestion out. I can't remember if it was me or the writer that said it, but we just kind of said, look, why don't we have this kind of almost in a teacher's staff room? You know, from our experience of being at school, that you've got some really high-strung teachers who, you know, literally will plan their lessons down to the half minutes, and that's what Chloe's playing, you know. And then you have some teachers that just wing it and don't really give a shit and just kind of like, oh yeah, you know, I'll maybe just pop on a video and they can watch that for the lesson, you know. And that's why it was so funny with those two characters. That's why it worked really, really well. Once we'd worked that out, the characters started to kind of form and, you know, and materialise, and then we were just like, you know, that one was one where it was just a case of pretty much just rehearsing it, you know, just to make sure there were no mistakes.
Sounds confident, but I wonder if casting director Sarah Hughes would agree.
I was thinking, oh, this is a row then. You know, there resolved some great tension between them. And yet I didn't think enough was quite at stake, because there is subtext, isn't it, this one? This is we're falling out, but we're deciding to do it via the medium of sandwiches. As I'm speaking to you, I'm thinking of my own mother, you know, who I try to be nice to, but quite often annoys me. So how do I deal with that, you know? And I think about those things, and you're trying to think, no, I must be a good daughter, but I want to kill you. So I think, but yeah, I thought very nice, very nice. It's you can play a lot in there.
Oh, what snack?
Digestives.
That's not an option, Sharon. Custard creams, carrot sticks, bag of crisps, bag of grapes, chocolate bar, yoghurt.
That's really generous.
No, just pick one.
Vanilla yoghurt.
And one drink.
Nice cup of tea.
From the supermarket.
They don't do tea. Well, I am coming down with something, so I'll just have a lemsip.
A lemsip isn't in the meal deal, Sharon. Orange juice. It's good for a cold. Get you an orange juice, okay?
What's that?
Sushi. They've just added it to the main choices.
Almost smiles all round from the cast. I wonder what the director thinks.
So the girls, Chloe and Sophie, did an absolutely fantastic job of that. And I think that was one of the examples for me of the whole project where the casting, you know, whoever put those two in that script, they were perfect for it. Like you could see them playing these two roles on a Channel 4 show. Like, you know, they really worked really, really well. One's really high strung, one's really laid back and doesn't really give a shit. You know, it's kind of that sort of, that bouncing off of each other.
Do you hear that, world? The East Midlands is the place to be when it comes to creativity. In fact, stop the episode. If we're good enough for Game of Thrones, Angelina Jolie, and This Is England, we're good enough for you. Oh, but don't take my word for it. This guy's got a BAFTA.
It's a seedbed for, you know, that development of talent, and, you know, maybe it's sort of, this is the sort of projects that will continue to, I don't know, produce sort of other opportunities, you know, success breeds success. And I think that something like this may well engender some sort of, I don't know, films, short films, feature film coming to this area. If they know that this talent is here, they will come here.
In fact, you should come back next time when Amar's clearly lost his contact lenses.
Well, you all look the same to me, mate.
And Marina plumbs the depths of human emotions.
Time for a shit. Fuck knows what was in that stew.